Hi, my name is Adeyemi Adelekun, a PhD student from CEDA at Middlesex University and the Center for Understanding Sustainable Prosperity, abbreviated as CUSP. In this slide, I am presenting a part of my thesis where I am looking at circular economy and social enterprises in Lagos. I am paying particular attention to how they are organizing to meet multiple objectives. The way I am operationalizing a social enterprise is as organizations with a core social and environmental purpose that generates income through trade, grants, or donations and reinvests surpluses into their organizations or share among their stakeholders. And I believe the circular economy is a well-known concept to all in this conference. Why social enterprises and circular economy as a research focus? It is because most of the circular economy literature has focused on industrialized countries and consumer societies while neglecting issues and priorities of developing countries. It has been big business driven and focuses mostly at the industrial and product levels with limited emphasis on the SMEs or at the waste level. If the circular economy as a concept is going to take hold or diffuse in such context, starting circular discussions at the grassroots and waste level is going to be key because of the waste and social challenges they face. On research method, 50 semi-structured interviews were conducted with 9 case studies involved in waste-related activities where I spoke with founders, CEOs, employees, support networks, and government agencies working with these organizations. On the findings, 3 categories of social enterprises were found operating in Lagos as shown, but my focus here will be on category 1. Those that collect and aggregate waste, clean public spaces to retrieve recyclables, and advocate for a cleaner environment. My aim here is to understand their business model, and I am using Osterwalder's business model canvas to present how they are organizing. Starting with the value proposition, their multiple objectives is clear as they aim to stop waste from getting to landfills while also promoting the habit of sorting waste from the source of generation. They also want this to be lucrative by capturing value from it as an organization, while helping poor households and communities reap the benefits of aggregating their waste for collection. They are able to do this by designing an incentive system to collect bagged and sorted waste materials from households and in communities, and reward people for the waste they collected. The incentives range from giving them household items to paying them cash for volumes of waste exchanged with the social enterprise. The waste are collected in a door-to-door manner, which they then transport to their hubs using initially low-cost means such as bicycles, although that has now evolved to trucks and tricycles. At the hubs, they aggregate this waste until it reaches a specific volume and also process the waste by compressing them for easy storage and transportation. The final buyers are usually manufacturers who readily buy processed waste for use in their production processes. To ensure this is done properly and sustainably, they partner with the government for licenses to operate and work with corporate organizations where they are paid to collect waste. In order to meet their volume needs, they work with informal collectors who are also known to have volumes of accumulated waste sourced from landfills. For these social enterprises to function effectively, they do need a couple of things, such as the right amount of recyclables. Funding needs to be consistent. They need processing equipments, which are very expensive and difficult for small enterprises to afford. And they need other resources, such as tricycles, trucks, websites, and apps. They also need workers who are comfortable to work with waste, and social enterprises do recruit most of their employees, especially those that collect and sort waste, informally through word of mouth and referrals. The main revenue for this model comes from selling processed waste, but some of the SE social enterprises do enjoy substantial grant from local and international partners. They do source for donations to or crowdfund for social services where necessary. Also, other revenue sources are from competitions they do attend and win, as well as the cost of training corporate organizations on recycling. Some social enterprises do sell recycling bins to companies also. Their cost is limited to overhead cost for their daily operations, fueling the processing machines, and also their transportation vehicles for their logistics, Also, social enterprises have to pay incentives once the waste accumulated is sold, which is also part of the cost associated with waste collection. Social enterprises in this category highlighted logistics as a major area with huge costs. Because they spend it on fueling and the drivers that are also transporting this waste. These are the ways these social enterprises are organizing to ensure they stay sustainable while also providing solutions to social issues of poverty and unemployment, as well as environmental problem of waste. In my 2 minutes live presentation, I will present the tensions they experience in this setup, which then leads back to the question for this session on the potential for organizational sustainability in closing the loop. Thank you for listening, and I we welcome your suggestions and questions. Thank you.